Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight out of Boston, and today I'm back for episode number 13 of my Pittsburgh Pirates franchise series here on MLB 17 The Show. Today we're back with the NLDS going up against the New York Mets, kicking things off with the first elimination game. Take a look at this Mets squad. They defeated the Cubs in their half of the NLDS in 5 games. We took down the Dodgers in 4, a pair of upsets as the Cubs were, I think, like a 105 or a 108 win team. The Mets were a team who won in the 90s, so 94 wins. Pretty good team in their own right, but definitely not as good as the Cubs. You can see they win their first 2 games. Game 1 going to the Mets, a battle of the bullpens. Then Game 2, 9-7, and then Game 3, Jacob deGrom, a complete game shutout as Schugel struggles. So we go down 3-0 in this series. And here we are, Game 4, backs against the wall. If we want to come back and move on to the World Series, we'll have to do something that only one team has done before in baseball, and that was the 2004 Red Sox coming from behind 3-0. And we'll have to start it off with a victory here in Game number 4. The pitching matchup is Zach Wheeler against Jameson Taillon. Take a look at the Mets lineup right there, and you can see Taillon struggling in his only start so far in the last series. So here we go. He's facing Neil Walker in the top half of the first. 2 strikes on him. Power curveball in there for strike 3. And that is Taillon's best pitch, that curveball. So he's going to be trying to utilize that a lot tonight. Taking a look at Pittsburgh's lineup, you can see they will be opposed by Zach Wheeler, the man freshly off of Tommy John surgery, now fully healthy it appears. He's made 1 start so far this postseason. He gets McCutchen to fly this one to center field. Granderson on the move, and he will make the play for the 3rd and final out of the inning. And now Lucas Duda at the dish with the top half of the second, or in the top half of the second. He's going to work a lead-off walk, or not a one-out walk, excuse me. Now Wilmer Flores up next. He mashes one to deep center field and gone into the bullpen. A 2-run home run for Wilmer Flores, and the Mets go on top 2-0 early. Taillon very frustrated with himself. That has been his big problem throughout the year. Good strikeout to walk ratio, but struggles to keep the ball in the yard, as he does right there. Now later in the inning, Travis d'Arnaud up, and he almost gets hit. That one goes over his head, and d'Arnaud not happy about that, taking a couple steps towards the mound, saying some things, pointing towards Taillon. The umpire trying to get the situation under control, and he does. Only a warning was issued, and he's going to freeze. Taillon is going to freeze d'Arnaud on the changeup right there for strike 3. So bottom 2 now, Josh Harrison up with 2 strikes on him. He's going to line one towards center, but Granderson there to make the play. So the Pirates struggling to get anything going off of Wheeler so far, needing to make up that 2-run deficit. It's the pitcher Wheeler up right now. He goes down on the curveball from Taillon, so another strikeout for the cancer survivor Taillon. Now it is Starling Marte striking out on the high fastball with 2 down and a man on. That was just not a very good swing on my part. I got tempted by the high fastball and was way behind on that one. So on to the 4th inning we go. Taillon facing Granderson with a man on. No one out in a full count. That ball misses. That fastball misses for ball 4. So 2 men on for Duda, another full count, and that fastball misses. So the bases are going to be loaded with no one down, and the Mets are threatening again. Now the next batter, 1-2 count. Flores already with a 2-run bomb today. This time a ground ball, 4-6-3 double play. A run does score, but the Pirates will trade that for a pair of outs. Now 2 down in the inning, and it's Jay Bruce lining one to left. That will get down for a base hit, dropping in front of Polanco. The run from third will score, and it's 4-0 Mets now. Next batter is Travis d'Arnaud, the 1-2 count. He's going to ground this one, or line it, I should say, at the feet of Harrison, who makes the play for the 3rd and final out. On to the top half of the 5th now, as Dribble Cabrera up with a pair of men out in the inning. He hits one towards the gap in deep left center. Polanco on the run. He will not get there. One hops up over the wall. A ground rule double that brings up Cespedes, but he goes down on the power fastball right there from Taillon, who gets out of the inning. On to the bottom of the 5th, Cervelli up to lead things off. He strikes out on the inside fastball. Wheeler showing the good velocity right there. Next batter is Josh Harrison. He's up with a man down in the inning. He's going to ground one right back up the middle for a base knock. So a 1-out base runner here for Pittsburgh, trying to get something going. They need to get on the board. 2 men on now for Josh Bell, who grounds this one off the foot of Wheeler, and everybody is going to be safe. So the bases are loaded for the pinch hitter John Jaso, who is in for Cole. He's going to ground one softly towards the pitcher, who's going to make the play at first, get the easy out. So 2 men down now, only 1 run home. The Pirates need something more out of this. It's Marte up next. The 1-2 count. He grounds one hard towards the shortstop. Tough play on the first. Not in time. Marte beats it. That gets another run home. It's a 4-2 ball game. Jed Lowry's up next. The full count. He cannot check his swing. It was strike 3 anyway. And the Mets are out of it once again. It's 4-2 now is the score. Drew Hutchison into the game for the Pirates. He strikes out Curtis Granderson, the Grandy man, on the changeup right there. Now we skip ahead to the bottom half of the 6th. A man on for Polanco. He goes down on 2 strikes. And now later in the inning with 2 men on and 2 out for Alan Hansen. He also goes down on a pitch in the dirt. Darno's throw to first in time. And the Pirates are 9 outs away from being eliminated from this year's postseason. It is the pitcher Wheeler up. This one falling fast. Center field. Marte on the run makes a nice running catch for the first out of the inning. Now a couple batters later, Asdrubal up. He's going to line one towards the gap. Deep center field. Marte not going to be able to get to this one. Runner from first coming around third. He will be waved home. The throw is going to be not in time. And another run comes home from New York. It's 5-2 Mets. Now next batter is Cespedes with 2 down. He grounds this one towards the second baseman Harrison. Throw onto first in time. And we are out of the inning. Now on to the top half of the 8th. It's Felipe Rivero up facing Granderson. He gets him on the slider. So another out now. It is Duda's turn, also with 2 strikes on him. He goes down on the slider, so Rivero. With a pair of strikeouts this inning, but now he's dealing with a bases-loaded situation, and he walks Jose Reyes. That's going to get the 6th Mets run home for the day as they extend their lead to 6-2. Now the next batter is Neil Walker. He pops one up just behind the shortstop. Hansen went in on it at first, then goes back on it, makes the play, and gets a Rivero out of the inning. And now bottom 8. Pirates need to get something going. McCutchen leading things off, but he just goes down looking on that high fastball. 1 man down. Now a man on for Cervelli as he's got a chance to try and keep the inning going here. That's a strike down the middle. Throw down is well in time, and Polanco is thrown out. Trying to get anything going with this offense, but we could not do so. Now it's Tony Watson in the face of the Grandy man, who goes deep to left and gone. A solo home run, lefty on lefty right there. Very surprised to see Granderson taking Watson yard, but he does so right there. Now on to the 9th, last chance for the Pirates. Freeze goes down swinging, and the New York Mets are headed back to the World Series for the 2nd time in 3 years. They have returned to the Fall Classic, where this time they will be looking to do a little bit better than they did last time, of course, after they were defeated by the Kansas City Royals in a rather quick series, but here we go. So they will be taking on Cleveland in the World Series. That is it for the Pirates. They fall a season in which they exceeded expectations by quite a bit. I didn't even think we were going to be a playoff team, let alone winning a couple rounds. So we made it all the way to the championship series. We definitely have a good core to build off of. I think some moves will be made, though. We have guys coming up towards the end of their contracts, guys who are going to be looking for pay raises, and also just spots on this roster we want to improve. So despite the good success this year, I think it could still be a rather big off season with a lot of turnover, a lot of moves, but we will see. So that is going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.